Hey, so can you get accounting clients by publishing accounting business articles? Now, this is actually a very unique question because a lot of people when they get started, they're thinking about like making social media content, but they don't really have much depth into what they post, right? And if you're starting to think about like making, we call them long form articles, where it's informative, it grabs attention, it gets people to like kind of understand what your value is, people respect you, people like see your value, they can go a long way. Now we're just going to talk about how you can actually utilize them correctly inside of this video so we can get as much exposure as possible and give you the highest possibility chance of finding success. Now, my name is Bryce Tubbs. I started my accounting firm back in 2015. It took me a number of months to really get things started, and if I had known some of the stuff we talk about in these videos, I would have been much further ahead, much faster. So, number one, the short answer to this question is yes, you can get accounting clients by publishing articles. It's just not in the way you expect. So a lot of people, when the internet first was like really becoming big and like this online accounting space was really big, people were using what's called search engine optimization. They put a blog article on their website. If they put in the right keywords, then people would be searching into Google and they would go and find your accounting website and they would potentially buy from you. But as the internet has gotten larger and larger, it's becoming more and more crowded. So everyone's kind of using the same keywords to get their stuff up to the top. And if you're not really doing anything that stands out, and you're not really having a way to drive people to your site, your content is really never going to get seen. I know like there's people selling you like SEO services all the time. They're like, yeah, $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month to get your website to the top of Google. Okay. And that's so hard today. That's why they tell you it's going to take you 6 months to a year before you can really start making traction. Now, the problem is they're charging you for those 6 months that nothing's really happening. They're just setting your expectations because they know that most people are going to give up before they ever get to the first page of Google or whatnot. So instead, there is a much faster way. Your job is when you make content on your website, rather than waiting for Google to push it, you have to go and find people and pull them into reading your content. Now, one other thing before we start going out to other people, we have to start talking about like what articles do you actually have to be thinking about, right? So your jobs, if you do have a website, or we'll call it like maybe you have like a blogging website like medium.com, you have to have enough articles for people to come inside of and just start binging, right? You want people to literally come in and just go down a list and just go down this rabbit hole where they see every single thing that you can help with. They see it's just so power packed and so like boom, it's just like right there. They can just get lost in it. They can like really spend as much time as possible, right? The goal of like most articles, like you're trying to get people to consume about 5 to 7 hours of content from you, whether it's written, whether it's video, does not matter. Audio, it doesn't matter. You need them to consume as much content as possible. When someone has consumed about 7 hours worth of your content, it's easier for them to make a purchasing decision with you because they've built that trust. A lot of people are like, no one seems to see my value, or I can't get people to pay me like the price points I want. It's because they don't know you well enough, right? So you have to be good at sales. But when they know you and when they understand who you are as a person, as an individual, they're going to pay you a lot more money a lot faster. So just kind of be aware of that. Like a good example is like if you're like, well, Bryce, I don't know what that means. So like think about my YouTube channel, right? Right now, I just if you're watching this on my accounting YouTube channel, I just started that probably about 3-4 months ago, right? Because I have my main bookkeeping channel, so like for people who are starting a bookkeeping business. Now this is for like people who are doing like accounting, monthly bookkeeping, and maybe tax planning, right? But on this channel, I think at this moment of speaking, and I don't want to misquote myself, so I'm looking it up. I believe that we have about 500 videos. Now that's a bit much because they're kind of those shorts, but I'm posting anywhere between about 1 to 3 videos a day. You know what I mean? Oh, cool, new subscriber. And the reason why is because I'm just trying to get as much content out there as possible so that when people that, like my stuff actually kind of like find it, they're going to stay and keep watching it for as long as they possibly can so I can get that 7 hours of watch time. That way people who want to do our mentorship program fully understand what are they purchasing, what are they signing up for, right? Now, next thing, where do you actually go? So your goal is to go to where the people are. Right now, what we're actually looking at is that people are on social media. And I know that sounds obvious. Like, yeah, Bryce, I know they're on social media, but they're usually going to be congregating on different part of social media. So a lot of people are using Facebook like it's 2007, where you make a post on your wall and then like people, like hundreds of thousands of people can see it. It's not like that anymore. Usually within your Facebook profile or your business page, you're only being able to see, like, get seen by like 10% of the people that are actually like following you. So if you don't have any business owners in your audience, no one who's a business owner is going to see it, right? So instead, what you have to be kind of thinking about is that you have to go where the eyeballs already are. On Facebook, it would be Facebook groups. Now, the challenge with Facebook groups is that not every single Facebook group is going to be viable for you, because like there's not going to always be business owner targets. Number two, sometimes like no promotion. Number three, sometimes the groups that you will post in, they're just very like dead and just no one's inside of them. So your job is to find about 5 to 10 really good groups that you can post your accounting related stuff in. Now for me, I like going after either industry specific groups if I'm targeting specific niches, or I want to go into a general localized business owner group. So let's say I'm like in Lansing, Michigan, we'll say, right? I'm going to go to Lansing, Michigan. I'm going to go to Adrian, Michigan. I'm going to go to all the surrounding cities. They have like business networking groups on Facebook. I'm going to start posting my articles there, or posting links to my articles there, to get people to come back to my blog post where they can keep watching more and more and more and more and more stuff. And over time, the more times that I do that, the easier it is for me to be able to keep going, getting leads, keep getting clients, and just makes things a lot easier, both short term and long term. So that's kind of the thought process behind that, you know. That is the thought process behind that. Now, in the beginning, one reason why we're doing this too is because as you go and post in these different Facebook groups, the people are going to like and comment on your posts, or they're going to like say, oh, this is helpful. And every single time someone does that, I want you to friend request them. If you do this for 2 to 3 months, not only are you going to have people coming to your articles and then buying from your articles, right? They're going to click the link and book a call with you, right? You're also going to be building up people who you're friend requesting along the way. Pretty soon you're going to have like 300, 500 people that are like that. And then you can start posting straight to your page without having to go inside of other groups. Like for me, for example, I don't have to go into other people's groups because I have, 3,000 people on my Facebook profile. I have 7,000 on my LinkedIn, right? So whenever I can make a post, let's say I have 7,000 people times 10% of that, that's 700 different business owners that are going to see my post almost every single time. And just gives me the ability to like grow a little bit faster than most other people would. Okay? So hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully this gives you some good tips and some good understanding. But that is how I would really get clients using, by publishing accounting business articles. Have a place where people can go and binge watch. Understand that you have to go out to the people. If you're going to use Facebook, go inside of industry groups or local groups, and then start posting your either ads to the blog post or posting the blog post directly. Okay? Hopefully you have a good rest of your day. If you want some help growing your firm, whether you're having, just starting an accounting firm, or they've been in an accounting firm for a while, you just want something new, some new tips to grow, and some new strategies, go ahead and click the link inside the description above or below the video to book a call with myself to see if I can help you inside of our accounting business growth mentorship program. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Have a good rest of your day. Take it easy.